Hi everyone, my name's Matt and I work on the CS team here at Figured. Today we're going to have a look at variance reporting. So let's jump into Farm and look at variance reporting. So you can find the report located under the Reports tab and then Variance Report. So I've got a tab open here we can have a look at. So by default, the variance report will go to a profit and loss or accrual view, but you can also run it on a cash flow. Here I've selected 2022 and actuals to last month. Under the Additional Options tab, you'll be given the selection of options for this report. So here I've looked at choosing the actual month versus snapshot month, actual year-to-date versus snapshot year-to-date, and actuals full year forecast versus the snapshot. So I've chosen the snapshot here, and I've also chosen to toggle the variance percentage on. You've got a few other options here, such as show stock quantities, or show forecast or snapshot remaining if you'd like to. So I'll collapse this here and let's have a look at these options. So those three selections from my additional options drop down are showing here. I've got my month, my year to date, and my full year versus the budget. So immediately you can see these red percentages and red figures here. So the variance report has really good visual indicators for quickly getting an idea of what's happening on the farm. So because these are red here and this is income, this means I've under-earned compared to what I budgeted here. So in this instance for October, I'm 20% under what I've budgeted for to be earning for MA cows. And understandably on the other side of the equation, if we'd earned more than we'd budgeted for, this would be showing in a green variance. And then looking at the cost side of the equation, because this line here, we've actually spent less than what we'd budgeted to spend. So that is showing as a green positive variance. Now we can scroll up and use the collapse all to quickly get a view of the bottom line. So looking at this, because it's an accrual profit and loss view, I'm concerned with net profits. And that's the profit view in a nutshell. We can jump over to look at the cash flow, which I've got up here. And you'll see in additional options, I've just selected the same options on for this one. And you can see we've selected cash flow, so that's showing there. If we go straight to the bottom line, we can see that we've got our opening balance, net cash movement, and closing balance. And we're also looking at our non-operating movements here. Now on any of these reports, you've got a few options to share. So if I click share report, I can download it to PDF, I can download it to a CSV, or I can save the report, or I can copy it to clipboard and then I'll be able to paste it into my Xero report packs. So if I wanted to save the report inside Figured, I could do so, and that will give me a few other options for sending that out individually and putting annotations onto it. So we'll have a look at that. So just before we do that, I'll just expand this here. So you'll be able to, when you save the report, it will follow any sort of settings you have. So if you expanded a couple of rows here, you can go ahead and save that now. So click Save Report. And you'll see here those expanded rows have pulled through. And now that it's saved, I can also come through and click and comment on any cells. That way, when I send this out and email it to someone, they'll be able to see my comments and will also show any of those expanded rows that were pulled through. That person will then be able to open the email and view the full report. Even if they don't have a Figured login, they'll still be able to view the report and add further comments to enable that collaboration. So lastly, I'm just going to show you the Save View feature. So if you want to come in every month and run the same report with the same additional options selected, you can do so by saving the view. So if I click Save View now, I'll be prompted to give the Save View a name. And I can choose whether it's shared private to me or at an organizational level. Now, because I've got farm specific information in terms of I'm selecting the snapshot on this farm, I will not be able to add that to an organization. But if you keep it broader and just related to the forecast, then you'll be able to share that at an org level if you're part of one. So I'll keep this shared and I can save new view. And it's important to note that because I've got actuals to last month here, this is going to allow me every month to come in and just select this view when I run the report. It's better than if you had actually selected the month, because then that wouldn't work on a monthly basis. So if you keep your actuals to last month, then that will allow you to use that save view a bit more easily. So that sums up our variance reporting today. If you've got any questions, feel free to reach out through us through the green chat bubble and we'll be happy to help.